So, exciting news. It's the BAFTAs tomorrow night. You are our wonderful host for the 11th time you've done this, I believe. Not consecutively, but 11 times you've stood behind that podium.
Well, I started in 2001.
Wow.
Then I had a little pause, and you filled my gap.
Yeah, and then you said yes again, so they got me out the door. Do you get nervous at all? Because it's a big gig.
I do get nervous. If I don't get nervous, I get nervous because I'm not nervous. And you also made the point earlier when we were chatting, which anyone who presents an award show recognises, that let's say there are, I don't know, 1,000 people out there. Of that, 750 at least will be nominated for some kind of award. And as the evening progresses, 4/5 of them will have failed to get the award. So the room is turning more and more hostile, embittered, resentful, angry, and they just want to get out of there and get drunk.
Yeah.
And even the people who've won want to get out of there because they want to bring their mummies.
And they're not going to win anything more.
They're not going to win anything more. So really, the thing is to hold it together towards the end, before it can actually erupt in violence.
It's not... One might hope that it might be a bacchanalian knees-up afterwards, but it doesn't tend to be, does it? I mean, do you think that...
It's a funny thing. You love films as I do, and I'm sure you both do as well. And if you go back to the 20s, 30s and 40s, the golden age of Hollywood, almost every single creative genius who worked there was an alcoholic. And if you look at the great period of the 70s, when those magnificent films were made for everything, The Godfathers, obviously, The Easy Riders...
Many would say the greatest period of American cinema, yeah.
And everyone there was an addict or a drunk.
Even people...
And now nobody is, and basically Hollywood turns out shit.
Stephen, I'm sure we could find one or two who still...
And he just leaned in and said, "This is a really important show for me, and I need you to get your shit together."
And I got on my knees and I kissed his crotch.
Yeah.
And they got very, very angry.